Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Stable video, and in this video we have Train With Me number 5, your Star Stable weirdest moments. I'm sorry this is very late, actually extremely late. This was supposed to be posted on March 29th and it is currently May 3rd now. I just have not found the time, but here we are finally getting this done. So let's get straight into the entries. To start off, we have Olivia Coyote Hoof, and they entered 4 weird moments. Their first one is I bought a black horse. When it arrived in my stable, it was a chestnut version. I believe it was a Gen 3 Frisian. That's actually really weird. I guess it like glitched, or maybe you bought the wrong horse. All right, their second entry is someone followed me around the entire map, and when I asked them, they said they were training. So I went to Dino Valley because it's almost always empty, and they kept following me. Some people just like to be weird in Star Stable, and I don't understand it. Her third entry is when I first started playing, someone came up to me and said, "Nice starter horse." So I said, "Thank you." After she left, someone came over and said she lied to you, then ran away. Again, some people just like to be weird in this game, and I don't know why. And their fourth entry is I witnessed a hacker hold a baguette and then flying in the air. I actually know a hacker that's on my friends list that does this. They use like the reindeer potion and then they like start flying in the air. And then they have like this baguette, then it comes out of the saddlebag and it starts like spinning and twitching out in the middle of the air. It's like a pet from Old Star Stable, and honestly, I just find it entertaining more than like annoying hacker, but yeah, they exist. Okay, then our second person to enter was Amelia Truthray, and their entry was, so one time I was on my home server, then there was a girl in Global. She started talking to me and then said things like, "I know you live," or "I'm gonna do something that I can't say all over you." She continued to say things like that to me. I was trying to ignore her, but it wouldn't work. Then she says, "You're 10, aren't you?" At that time, I was about 10. This girl started to get freaky, saying such things, "I'm gonna tickle you," or "I'm gonna suck your toes." Global was freaking out. I was hiding at Steve's from her. She was on the search for me, like I was scared. Then she said, "I know where you live." I was like, "Okay, where?" She said, "Florida." I live nowhere near Florida. Safe to say she's on my ignore list, and she won't drop the things she did to me ever again. That is definitely a weird situation. Yeah, that's not good. I hope you reported her and I hope she got banned. But here's a little mini story time. I was once in a club and there was this hacker who would hack into people's accounts and they would take everything. They wouldn't take it onto their account. They just ruin people's lives. Like they'd sell all of their horses besides their starter horse. They'd waste all their star coins, then sell the stuff they bought with their star coins, and they would just be left with their starter horse, starter clothes, 0 star coins, 0 Jorvik shillings. This person was really messed up, and they were actually in the club I was in. And then when we tried to remove this person from the club, it wouldn't work. They like locked their place into the club, and then they put themselves as club leader, so they could remove all the members in the club if they really wanted to, which they didn't. But yeah, the owner started like flipping out on them in Discord, and they're like, "Why are you locked into the club?" They wouldn't respond. So then us and other club leaders tried to get rid of them. It wouldn't work, and it was just a whole situation. So we ended up having to disband and remake. And then she's still on my ignore list to this day, but that was like 3 years ago. But anyway, on to the next entry. We have Lucy Sunsea. One time I went to visit Pumpkin Meadow. This was years ago. It was Halloween. I was just in the keep chillin' at the higher floating hangout island, and some players come by and chill with me and call me Lucy Goosey. I wonder if those people know you and you just don't know it at all. I wonder if they like know your YouTube channel, but you don't know them. That would be pretty funny. But like I said, people are just weird in this game. And then they also put in a second entry. One time I was just chilling at Steve's. I was probably adding for something. Then a person friended me and started saying how much she liked me and what she wanted to date. And I saw their character and they were like decked out in rainbows. I told her I'm happy to be friends. And she said, "I just want to be gay for a day." I'm like, "No, I'm straight." Then I ran off and unfriended her and hid with one of my friends. That's just taking Star Stable weirdness to a whole new level, and I have no idea how System didn't catch that, but yeah, I hope they got banned. And then our final entry is by Abigail Wingate. One time I was AFK near the Pony Champ. I wasn't paying attention, but then when I looked, there were two players saying weird stuff. I don't remember what it is that they were saying, but I was just standing there confused. Then one of them said, I think she's in shock or something. Then, like that, one of them disappeared, and like a minute later, the other disappeared. I think I saw one of them at Steve's farm later. Average day, Star Stable, weirdness. It's just, day in the life in Star Stable. Some things you just can't explain about these games and the players that are in it. But anyway, this was definitely a very short train with me, probably because it took me a few months to enter, and I didn't really advertise this train with me that largely. But thank you so much to the four people who did enter. I'll put a link to their channels in the description. They're all amazing Star Stable editors. But I will be doing Train With Me number 6 next. I promise you, I will definitely get it out on time this time. And I will put out a community post later today, probably in like an hour, about the next train with me. And hopefully, I have more entries because this was, again, a very short one. But thank you so much to everyone who entered. I loved reading your weird stories. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.